We are in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trailblazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Trailblazers will look to their home court advantage, just one game here in Portland.
Yeah, and this is a matchup that has not gone well for them. 0-2 on the season series. This is their last opportunity to get a little bit of redemption.
So the San Antonio Spurs able to put the first points up on the board. Outside Dumars. Pass to Robinson. 5 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Here are the Spurs with the ball. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Portland's head coach. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Greg, you talked about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
And here is Ball, following the three-pointer from De'Aaron Fox. Three-pointer, and another three for Portland.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Pass to Kamare. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And that one's good. Tribal. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. And here is Robinson. Back to Ball. Now here is Robinson. Pass the ball. Stolen by Anunoby. Here's Wembanyama. Guarded by Robinson. Wembanyama, right side. Robinson with the block. Outside Dumars. And another three for Portland.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first. Pass to Vassell. Here's Fox. Back to Castle. 6 to shoot. Down low. Stolen by Robinson. Here we go, one-on-one. Now, here's Ball. The three. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Look at Fox fearlessly going inside, hunting for a higher percentage look.
Now, here's Ball. No scoring in this one. Here's Kamare. No good from outside. Outside, Fox. Here's Anunoby. No good. That would have tied it. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 3-point lead. In the corner, Kamara with it. Hits the three-point bomb.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Outside Dumars. Back to Thibault. Outside Ball. Pass to Kamare. Three-pointer. And that's good. LaMelo Ball for 3.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've set the tone.
The Spurs, 11.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Pass to Okongwu, and Bol wide open. He shoots, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Kevin?
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Pass to Alexander Walker. To the wing on the left. Here's Bol. Off target with his 3. Spurs trail by 5. Vassell outside. Wembanyama right side. They double team Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Deflects the pass. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Yep, that one goes in there. Now just a 3-point Portland lead.
That jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Roy from outside, rebounded by the Spurs. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. And taken away by Roy. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Back to Sharp.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Launches a 3. Johnson with the rebound. Spurs trailed by 3. And here is Williams. He's covered by Roy. Here's Smits. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Nothing on the board. Pass to Bol. The 11-footer. A putback to the left side wing. Williams with the steal. Over in the corner, McBride. Patterson, the screen. Here's Smits. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's the break. Pass to Patterson. Puts up a three. He's off on that one. Now, here's Bull. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
22.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ball feeling it out a bit. And there's the drive. And Ball slams it in.
And there's that athleticism. Man, does Ball get up fast for that one.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Anunoby. And here is Fox. From outside the arc. And David Robinson pulls it down. Robinson on the wing. Wembanyama with the rebound.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this. And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
And it's Fox with the jam.
It's the speed of the Aaron Fox that is just so tough to match.
Outside Dumars. Robinson on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. There's a screen by Robinson. It's deflected. And stolen by Castle. Outside Fox. And the foul called on Toumani Camara. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Portland on defense. It's a 1-point game. Back to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Castle. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Portland Trailblazers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Camare. Portland no good that time either.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Ball. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. No good on the 3. Portland leading. Outside for Robinson. Ibo on the wing. There's a screen by Robinson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's San Antonio now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. There's a screen by Camara. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guys. The Spurs with the lead. Pass to Smits. 1:07 left in the third. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that worked.
And yes, it's good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And so it's San Antonio with it. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Portland trailing here. Going inside. Pass to Okongwu. Outside Roy. Back to Okongwu. The rebound by the Spurs. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Patterson. This one for three. And Bull pulls it down. Okongwu down low. And he can't jam it through. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's San Antonio up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with me. 3 quarters behind us. And more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So it's the Spurs now. They lead by 1. The kick out to Fox. The 3. They get it back. Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Bull pulls it down.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Back to Sharp. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now, here's Bull. Clock at 6. Screen by Bull. Fires the 3. And it's Fox with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
It's Vassell on the wing. Outside Roy. Screen by Bull. Out left to the wing to take the lead. Bullseye. Bulls got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Portland. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Portland?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
For 3, Vassell.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And we talk often about Bull's scoring ability, but they're nice time from the big fella.
Here's Roy. Now Bull. Stolen by Anunoby. Wembanyama going to town inside.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
He gets it to go.
What I want to know is where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Now Wembanyama. And he banks the layup in.
That is where you want to see Wemby making big plays in big moments.
2 minutes.
Bull outside. Jacks up a 3. Fox with the rebound.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Oh, that is a big-time jam.
What a huge shot. Fox wants to be the guy with the ball in his hands at key points, and you can tell.
Bull outside. Fires the 3. from outside.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bowl there with a big basket.
Here's Anunoby. It's tipped and stolen by Sharp. Outside Roy. Full outside. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. It's tipped. And here's Sharp. Bull. And there's the three.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Outside, Anunoby. And Wembanyama hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
Incredible. Victor's focus and passion for the game.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Here's Okongwu. 5 on the clock. Buries the deep ball.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. 16 seconds left in the game. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Still a sliver of hope.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
Now Vassell. Anunoby fires. It's good.
You have to stay connected to Anunoby out on the perimeter. Can't give him any daylight.
Here's Robinson. Launches it. It's off target. And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Well, you need the three here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out
I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Ball with it. Driving in. And the shot goes down. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Here's Bryant. It's hauled in by Robinson. Now Portland with it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Among the best ball handlers in the league, for sure. LaMelo right to the rack.
Bryant outside. Wide open. They get it again. Carries the 7-footer.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now here's Ball. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Robinson can't hit. Bryant outside. Shoots over Thibault. Portland with a rebound.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Outside Robinson. Portland moving it around. Here's Dumars. Back to Robinson. 5 to shoot. From the baseline. The rebound by Ware. Here are the Lakers now. Trailing by 2. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now here's Robinson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Bryant. And it's good from the elbow. Bryant's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Chalk up 2 there.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
And there's James from the arc. Fires in the triple.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Pass to Robinson. Screen by Robinson. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Well, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7", or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
The 3 from Ball. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Here's James. They get the rebound. Hero, no good. Portland leading. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Thibault. Pass to Robinson. Here's Kamara. Robinson. It's good on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Ball surveys the floor. Here's Dumars. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 3. And the second. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Portland.
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
James. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I'd have been lying to you. Guys?
All right, thank you, Allie. And Clark, whether we're comparing players or voting for the annual awards, defense is a factor that is often undervalued.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, we love to see people score in a variety of ways. We like to see that offensive skill set on display. But, you know, defensive stats are critically important, but not as easy to identify and count. But yet, and still, it's half the game, so you can't overlook it.
Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Lakers trail by 5. Here's James. Here's Vanderbilt. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Unselfish play by LeBron right there. He really values keeping others involved.
Here's Roy. And he camps it home with authority.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
Pass to Bryant. From deep. Sinks it from distance. Bryant's got 9 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside Bull. And here's Alexander Walker. Fires from deep. James with the rebound.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Here's Alexander Walker. Knocks it down from distance. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with a 3 there. James outside. Tries the spin move. Pass to Jones. Over Bull. Can't hit from the elbow.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot. Can't blame them. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
To the paint. Outside Sharp. They set the pick. It's Sharp on the wing. To the left side wing. Pass to Bull. Over Jones. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Now on the floor for the Lakers, number 12.
Lakers trail by 5. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Oh, got a piece of it. 2
minutes.
And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Sharp. Jones grabs the board. Lakers trail by 7. James outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Substitution, number 30.
A 1:06 left in the first half of this game. Here's Roy, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. And that one's good, sharp.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Los Angeles substitute.
They get back on track. Okongwu with the rebound. Trailblazers lead by 9. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Adebayo with a steal. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Well, Hero takes a ton of threes, no doubt. I mean, he has the green light from his coaches and teammates.
Here's Roy. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And so it's Portland, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Now, here is James. Pass to Hero. Robinson with a steal. To the middle. Outside Kamara. Now here's Thibault. There's Ball with a three. LaMelo knocks down the long one.
Ball is a volume three-point shooter. His confidence pulling the trigger is a big part of his weaponry. And he isn't afraid to let it fly, that's for sure.
David Robinson. First personal foul. First team foul.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Pass to Dumars. Back to Ball. And here's Robinson. Ware covers. And there's the foul. It's on Khalil Ware. That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Just 5 on the clock. The three from Ball. Off the mark. Making him 5 for 6 now. Lakers trail by 9. Pass to Hero. And the shot goes in. Hero's got 5 now.
Yeah, and the defense was there. But Hero is just so good at nailing contested shots.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Back to you, Brian.
A rare opportunity. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Pass to Dumars. Oh, deflected. Here's Bryant. Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Robinson with it. Now guarded by Bryant. And here's Thibault. Still no points. The three from Ball. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
He will not think twice about letting it fly if Ball gets a look that he likes.
During his career, we've seen LaMelo Ball score from just about everywhere, Clark.
Yeah, you know, he's really a talented player. I mean, he can make it hard on any defense. He's always in motion, and he knows what to do when he catches the basketball. And he's unpredictable in how he goes about it. He's a hard cover for sure.
Ball outside. Down low. And a big finish by Robinson.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
It's Hero on the take. Bryant, no good.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And Ball gets it to go.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Adebayo up top. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Adebayo's got his second bucket on the night. Trailblazers lead by 7. Outside Robinson. The rebound by Ware.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Right here.
Bryant outside. Shoots over Robinson. Kicks it to Hero. 4 on the clock. Nice look on this one. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
There's the drive. And then Bryant with the dunk.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things.
Los Angeles, 35.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Portland leading by 3. Here's Roy. In transition. Oh, it's blocked by Bull.
Great defense from Bull, using that massive wingspan perfectly right there.
Bryant outside. From the stripe. He squares up and sinks it. Bryant's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climbing.
Bryant in the high post. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They've led by as many as 11. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Oh, there's the alley. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Portland leading by 3. Outside Sharp. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Bowl. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Wow, don't see the quick trigger out of Bowl very often, but it was on display there.
And here's Bryant outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Bryant's got 25 points in the game. Here's Roy. Cole outside. Passes in from 18.
Not just the threat inside. Bowl can stretch things out, too.
Outside Hero. Stolen by Sharp. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Booyah! He sinks the triple. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Portland.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers? Taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
Now Hero. The 3 is off.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Roy. 6 on the shot clock. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Lakers trail by 7. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Shoots it up. Okongwu with the rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Banks it home. Big shot.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
No good. Had a chance to end the run there. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Picked up by Okongwu. Now Bull. He launches. Oh, the shot is off. Bryant outside. For 3. Here's James. Hero. Fires the 3. Shot clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Oh, he cannot hit. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game. Now Portland with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Portland picking up the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll do it, folks.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForge reporting from the sidelines. And it's been home cooking for the Kings in the midst of a homestand here in Sacramento. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Coach Van Gundy, with these two bigs, I know this is a matchup you in particular are very excited about.
Yeah, Kevin, this really feels like a throwback matchup to me. With this style of game, running it through the centers, I feel like I should be on the sideline yelling at these guys.
Sabonis goes up with it again. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
And it's Ball penetrating. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Top of the key jumper, no good. Pass to Schroeder. Weber a screen. Now Schroeder. And Weber throws it down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
We know Dennis Schroeder is a great pro, Stan, but he might be even better playing internationally.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, and there's a few guys like that. We saw it with Dennis Schroeder, that when they're playing for their country, maybe it's the role they have or the confidence that their teammates and coaching staffs have in them at that level. But Dennis Schroeder takes over when he's playing for Germany. Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Pass to Kamare. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Levine. Fires the 3. And David Robinson pulls it down.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Dumars misses.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man Arvydas Sabonis, Domantas said he was a 7-footer that could do everything, like a point guard. He's at a whole different level. I'm just another basketball player. He is a legend. But his father said Domantas is a warrior like me, and I'm very proud. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, we thank you. And here are the Trailblazers. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Levine, good.
Well, look, Levine is as dangerous from everywhere on the floor as anyone you'll see. As confident a player as you'll find.
Now, here's Ball. Here's the 3. Here's Robinson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Well, how many times have we seen Schroeder succeed in this action? He knows every way to create out of the pick and roll.
Now, here's Ball. Driving inside. Around the back and lays it in.
Well, he put some extra flash on that one, trying to make the highlight reel.
Pass to Murray. Down low. 2 seconds left. Weber tries again. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Portland out in front, leading by 14. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
To the inside. Outside for Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Bol.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Now, here's Roy. And then Roy with the dunk.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. From past the arc. And it's Sharp missing. The Kings trailed by 9. For 3, Levine drills the three-pointer. Levine's got 6.
Well, Levine is a volume three-point shooter for a reason. More often than not, he's going to make that.
And here's Roy. Just 5 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Weber. Rebound by the Trailblazers. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
A nice shot by Simmons.
That's what you want to see from Simmons, being aggressive and looking for his own shot.
Here's Roy. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Portland leading by 11. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Weber. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Bol.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
This offense just continues to impress.
Pass to Weber. And stolen by Sharp. Outside Roy. Okongwu a screen. And Portland again with the bucket.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Good on the bucket. Simmons got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack. And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. Outside to Weber. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And stolen by Simmons. On its way from DeRozan for 2. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Outside Roy. Pass to Okongwu. The layup missed.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right and you still get a bad result.
Right side Simmons. And stolen by Okongwu. And so it's Portland looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Sacramento. It's a 13-point game. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allen.
And LaMelo puts a lot into his defense. He's going to be in your face all game long, challenging every shot.
6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. The Kings trail by 13. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Outside, ball. Pass to Thibault. Now Kamara. And here is Robinson. And here's Dumars outside. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. And here now the Kings. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Thibault for 3. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. Thibault's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. Pass to Weber. Here he goes. And they pick up 2. Weber's got 9.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Thibault. Lets the 3 fly. A 3-pointer is right on target. He's got 6.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Outside, Sabonis. On the wing, Levine.
2 minutes remaining.
Weber looking around. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Ball with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Kings trail by 15. Pass to Sabonis. Outside to Weber. Screen by Sabonis. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Robinson up top. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Schroeder.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Ball from long range. Cans it from downtown. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. Inside. It's stolen by Thibault. Here's Ball. 9 points in the game so far. Off target with his three. And Sacramento has possession. Nobody near Schroeder. The offensive rebound. Outside for Murray. Stolen by Robinson. And here's Dumars outside. Good D by Weber.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Screen by Sabonis. Sacramento again missing. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And they're winning the turnover.
44.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Trailblazers leading by 13. Roy up on top. From deep. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And finished off by Collins.
Well, in this two-man game, Collins can really do anything, and that's why he's so effective in the pick and roll.
They get it back. Outside for Roy. From outside, off the mark. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 14. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Roy. Pass to Sharp. Back to Alexander Walker. Okongwu a screen. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Sharp missing. Outside, Simmons. Here's Collins. And Ball sends it back. For 3, Roy. Portland again missing.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And Brandon Roy with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now Bull jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Okongwu. Screen by Bull. Pulls it from 20. Outside Roy. Takes the 3. And the Trailblazers another 3.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Here's Sharp. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Kings trailed by 20. LaVine for three. The three goes down.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Brandon Roy.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Schroeder with the ball. Okongwu covering.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's a screen by Murray. And LaVine, here we go. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, Gene, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up.